Hi everyone, Martin here from martinsmayhem.blogspot.com. I hope you are well. So today's card is going to be using a new stamp set from the Spring Summer catalogue, and that's Beauty Around, as you can see there. So I'm sure a lot of you who follow my social media know I love butterflies. It's one of my favourite animals, and today we're going to be creating this little card here, which has the cute little ink drop effect, and I'm going to be showing you how that's done. So let's put that in the top there and move the stamps out of the way. So the base we'll be working with is a 3x3 note list, as you can see here. And I'm going to bring in a piece of watercolour paper. It's imperative that you use watercolour paper, just because we are applying a lot of water, like so. So I'm going to be taking the butterfly from that set, and I'm going to be stamping that down in Stays On. So ink that up. And I'm just going to place it into the middle of the left hand side, like so. So the reason why we're using Stays On ink is because it won't be affected when we bring in our aqua painter, as you will see. So to watercolour, let's move this out of the way. I'm going to be using 3 colours, and I'm going to use my largest acrylic block as a palette. So I am going to be bringing in Mango Melody, ink up the corner. So if you were using, you could quite easily use a smaller acrylic block. However, I'm doing quite a few of these afterwards. I'm going to be using Pumpkin Pie. And just to darken the ends, I'm going to bring in Real Red, but you won't really see this one. So let's just put a block down there. So they're the 3 colours that I use primarily to watercolour for this card. As I said, I'm going to bring in my aqua painter. I'm using the thickest end just because I want a lot of coverage. What I would suggest is you have in a rag of such, just so you can get the colour off quickly. And let's start. So put that in the corner. All I'm going to do is kind of lay down a large pool of water randomly. Like so. The more random it is, the better effect. So I'm going to start with our lightest colour, and that's the Mango Melody, and I'm just going to apply that just so it floods that space full of water. So you can spend as much time as you like filling that space. The more colour you put in, the more intense it's going to be in the end. And it always dries a lot lighter, so it's something to be aware of. So because I'm changing my colour now, I'm just going to squeeze quite hard and empty all that colour onto my rag, and as you can see, the nib's gone clear. That means all the colour's gone. So I'm going to bring in some Pumpkin Pie, and I'm going to start at the bottom this time rather than the top. And all that's going to do is add to that space and create some tone and depth. So quickly wash off that. and bring in a little bit of real red, and I am just applying this to the very tips. And this will just help darken them ends and just reinforce that pumpkin pie. Like so. Now this is when you can play and you can mess around. I tend to go back in with some more mango melody even, just to reinforce that yellow, because of the pumpkin pie is quite an intense colour. And this is also a good time to take away, so if you find that there is too much pumpkin pie, you can just move it down and take up the ink like so. However, I'm quite happy with that as it is. As you can see, it's really dark at the moment, which is fine. It does dry clear. You can pick it up, tilt it so it moves a little bit like so. However, I'm happy just to leave it as it is. I'm going to move that out of the way because I'm going to let that dry naturally, or as naturally as possible. Just so if I was to take a heat tool to it, it might leave some marks, which I want just a solid gradient. So as you can see here, I've done one earlier. However, the mango melody hasn't really gone into the design. It's kind of been swallowed whole by the pumpkin pie. So just be careful when you're doing this effect. It turns out different every time, as you can see there. So what I'm going to do, just to finish this off, is I'm going to pick up some more mango melody and using the lid of the aqua painter, just create some splotches of ink, and then maybe some orange pumpkin pie like so. And that's about as arty as we're going to be. Just clean off the brush like so, and we can move everything out of the way. So for the sentiment, I'm taking the For You from that stamp set, and I'm going just to ink that up in Stays On as well, and just place that in the bottom corner of the card. So with this card, I didn't want to do too much to it. I think the effect of the watercolour wash is strong enough to kind of hold itself. So all I'm going to do is pop that up onto some dimensionals. I'm only going to take off the 4 corners. And I'm going to place that into the centre of our card, like so. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed today's card. While you're here, why not pop into the description bar below, where a full list of items used and where to purchase them are available. Why not like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and why not also share to social media on how quick and easy it is to make a card such as this. I will see you around. Bye.